am so excited to do this video for you today. I'm going to be doing a product review, a tutorial, and just making a general recommendation for this baby carrier and tell you why I love it and why I believe in it. But if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Ellen. I'm a twin mom and I'm a speech language pathologist, and I post videos to this channel twice a week. Follow along if you're interested in that kind of stuff. And if you would like to follow me on Instagram, I have two, and I will put my different Instagram handles here on the screen right now and in the description. But yeah, the product I'm reviewing today is the Grown-Z Multifunctional Baby Carrier. I will put a link to this product in the description. You can get it on Amazon through that link, and believe me, you won't be sorry. It's a wonderful product. I'm just gonna tell you really quickly why I prefer this baby carrier over the other ones out there. I experience really bad back pain. Started in pregnancy and I'm getting it treated now, but it's bad and it has interfered with my life, and I haven't been able to carry my babies using a baby carrier to free up my hands, you know, for the convenience, for the bonding. I haven't been able to do that because of my back pain. I've missed that. Like, I think it would be really helpful to be able to do that. And I've had two different baby carriers that really aggravated my back. When Grown-Z told me that they had this one that's specifically for back pain, I tried it and I loved it. So I'm gonna show you exactly how you put it on and then tell you why I love it and why it helps with back pain. I'll say this right before I start. If you didn't have back pain during your pregnancy, and if you don't have it postpartum, even just wearing a baby for a long time outside of the womb on your front could eventually lead to back pain, discomfort, poor posture. If you don't have a baby carrier that provides you that support like this one does, it could lead to the back pain. That's why I think it's wise to get products that are going to really support you so that you don't like do further damage. So if you didn't even have back pain before, I do recommend this thing. So it comes with 3 different parts when you open it up. This back part, this hip rest for the baby, and then the actual carrier. Looks like a lot, but it's not. I'll just show you exactly how to put it on, and I'll explain to you how this hip rest works. Really cool. Let me get this all situated so you can see. But this back part, it has Velcro here and then the little label. This is gonna go on your lower back. And then you get your middle part, your hip rest out. So you can actually, before you even put it on your back, Velcro the edges. So the hip rest looks like this, and it has Velcro on the inside that can right here, so eventually this is how it's gonna look. But let me just put it on to show you what it looks like, and the Velcro is really strong so it's not going anywhere. So it's gonna look like this. You're gonna just Velcro it until it's comfortable, and then it also has buckles on the back of the backrest and then on the front of the hip rest. These 2 pieces are together now. And then we're gonna attach the actual baby carrier to the top of it. So it looks just like every other baby carrier, but this is the part that makes it different, and this is the part that makes it different. Already, can't you tell how stiff and how supportive that is? This is for the baby, but it ends up helping you. But even just this, just that amount of support is so helpful. So for the top of the baby carrier, put your straps up like this. The way it attaches in the back is a little clip. And I did not know how to do this. I was so confused at first, but like that. Then you pinch it to release it. I was like, how does this work? Pinch. My husband showed me. You just clip it over your shoulders, and everything's really easy to use. Like, you can definitely do this on your own, unless you're like 5 days postpartum, you'll need some support, but I don't know why you'd be carrying your baby at 5 days postpartum. But that's a big thing. Like, you want to be able to do this independently, because the whole point of carrying your baby is to be able to be more independent. Get these straps to tighten it up. Make sure it's nice and comfortable. And then once you have it, might be a little too tight. Then you can attach this baby carrier part now to the hip rest. And don't forget this step, because this is what connects everything together. Underneath of this flap right here is another flap. Lift it up and there's a zipper right here, and that is going to zip onto the hip rest. So you just zip this So now it's all connected. This is where the whole baby carrier is in place. It's all hooked up. It's all connected to each other. And if you're wondering what this thing is, you can actually take it off, but I like it. It's a sun shield. If your baby's head is right here, it's mesh. You can button it up here. It's easy breezy. It's also, you know, a nice germ protector too. It shields their little head with little holes in it, holes on the side. So that's nice on a sunny day. Okay, now that it's all together, all the pieces are together, you can tuck the little side straps in. And now let me show you all the features that make it really fun, fancy, wonderful, and helpful for your back. The fun and fancy stuff, this was part of it, the little sun cover. But then there's a little pocket on the front that if you have it zipped up, you can put, you know, candy bar right in there, or like seltzer water, something you want. If you want to unzip it though, if you're hot, if your baby's hot, go like that, and then it's a little more breathable. There's also another pocket down here. This is nice. It leads to the whole independence thing. You can have your phone, you can have your candy bar, and you can have your baby. Now let me explain to you how the hip rest piece works, because like I said, this back piece and the hip rest is what helps with your back pain. I'm gonna actually unzip the baby carrier from the hip rest to show you what I'm talking about. My babies are sleeping right now. It's the only time I can get things done. But let me get my little baby, Debbie. This hip rest, once the baby is in the baby carrier, she's not in yet, but once she's in, this hip rest is to serve as exactly what it sounds like, a hip rest for the baby, and it takes the pressure off of your shoulders and your back. So the way you adjust the hip rest, this is the game-changing feature here. Bend all the way down and until you hear it snap. And then you hear it click up to a level, and if it's right at that level, it's just like a little baby seat. And that's what's so amazing. Again, takes the pressure off of your back, because now the baby is resting on this thing, which is securely anchored to your back, and it's not pulling like all the other baby carriers I had that pulled here and put so much tension in between my shoulder blades. But if you pull it all the way up and then back down is when you can reset it. So you push it up, then you pull it all the way back down till it clicks, and get it to whatever level is comfortable. Push it up all the way in towards you and then down, and you get the picture. Now let me show you how I would put the baby into the baby carrier. And there are 3 different positions you can use based on your baby's age or your preference. The way you would put your baby into the baby carrier, if you want the baby to face you, you can take your back strap off, hold your baby close to you, and tuck his or her legs, you know, just like any other baby carrier, into the base of the carrier. Tuck it in here, and then tuck it in here. And then the thing is, they have little shoulder straps in here that once you get the baby in, you want to have the shoulder straps adjusted. So get them all secure in there. And then once the baby is all secure, sorry, Debbie, you're going to want to have its little bottom sitting on the hip rest. Get your shoulder straps in place, locked, and then adjust your hip rest. So mine is sitting pretty much a little above 90 degrees, but right there, that takes all the pressure off my back completely. So you can do the same thing if you wanted to put the baby facing forward. Put the baby facing forward, adjust the shoulder straps, same as what you just did, but you're gonna adjust her facing forward. Now put your own shoulder straps on. Debbie, there she is. And now we're gonna adjust the little hip rest. She's up, the pressure's off my back. This is the amazing multifunctional Grown Z baby carrier. You can do this without the hip rest. Let me show you how you can do it without the hip rest. And just, I'm gonna keep her on here, unzip it, and you can take the Velcro off. If you just wanted to use it as a traditional baby carrier that does not have the hip rest, you can just take the whole hip rest piece off, and as long as your shoulder strap is clicked in the back and it's all adjusted and the baby's safe inside, this is also an option. So if you're too hot, if the back support is not necessary at the moment and it's just too much stuff, take it off and use it as your traditional baby carrier. You also have the option to do like this. You know, when the baby is little, in their manual, they actually show you all these steps all spelled out. They have this guide of different positions based on your baby's age. So 0 to 4 months is when they recommend doing this little side hold. You can do this with or without your hip rest. Yeah, and then they just show you, you know, the different options if you want to have your baby facing towards you, away from you, based on their little age. And they have pictures to go with it. So it's a nice little user manual. And they also have a tutorial on how to adjust the hip rest here. So like I was showing you with the angle of the hip rest, how you push it down and then click it up and adjust it to the desired height. That's what they show you in the manual. So this is very helpful. It is washable. So that's also another perk. But anyway, let me take Debbie off and just tell you really quickly. I believe in this company. So something about Grown Z that I have noticed, their products are definitely just made for parents. They think about the parent. I feel like every single thing that I have reviewed of theirs, the double bottle warmer, the baby food maker, the sterilizer, and now this baby carrier, they're all different than the rest because they have features that are tailored toward my needs. I have really bad back pain. Baby carrying and wearing is just not an option for me with all the other traditional ones that are out there. Now that I have this, it is an option because it doesn't put pressure or weight or strain on my back. They thought of the parent because of all of these nice little design features, you know, the pockets that they have in it, the back support piece that they have, the little sun cover. Oh, and I forgot to mention, there are two little bibs are across the room. But they have two little bibs that if the baby is facing you or facing forward, that you can use to protect the baby carrier from the burping, you know. I highly recommend this product. Check out the link in the description box below. I can't recommend this product enough. I can just speak to it from my experience and from using the other 2 baby carriers that I did, that they really hurt my back. And like I said before, even if you didn't have back pain in the first place, you could develop it from using a baby carrier that just isn't designed properly to support your back. This is a nice baby registry must-have. I recommend it for all moms, singleton moms, and twin moms, because I will just say that even if you have twins, you don't have to wear both twins at once. That's not really necessary. A single baby carrier like this is definitely a must-have for mothers of multiples, because doing things like transitioning from the house out to the car, you need to hold both babies, and you can have one in your baby carrier and then carry the other on your hip, load them into the car. So a single baby carrier is still a must-have for mothers of multiples and singleton moms. I give this product a 10 out of 10. Highly recommend it. I really hope that this was helpful for you if you're in search of a good, sturdy baby carrier. I would say it's the best. And now I'm so happy that I now get the opportunity to wear my babies. Okay, definitely leave me a comment. Let me know if this was helpful, if you have any questions, and check back in tomorrow because I will be posting a speech therapy video. Okay, I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.